Okay, welcome back everybody to the Coffee Hour, sponsored by the Funnel Factory. We're super excited to be able to bring you another coffee hour to answer your questions and also show you more features that's actually in our community. Today, we're going to actually be announcing a new funnel that we're going to be releasing today. And I hope that is able to help your business, to be able to help you scale to go wherever you're trying to go, to make sure that you're able to get the sales and services out to the public so that way they know where to find you and they'll be able to know about your services and you'll be able to scale your business and be profitable at the same time. So we'll get started. So we'll start right here. This is our actual funnel today. So our funnel is actually being able to scale and build a system and actually provide and sell the system to people. So right here, we have the actual promotion of the actual product. We have the order form. Then we have the upsell, which is right here of the actual product. And then we have the thank you page. This is super important because you can actually offer a low ticket item at the very beginning and then upsell people into a bigger package, which I know a lot of you guys, if you are doing like a fitness cheat sheet or you're doing like a small health thing that might be $20 and people may purchase that, you may want to upsell them into virtual personal training. Or if someone's buying a product from you, like a single product that may cost $20, you might want to upsell them into a monthly subscription box for your actual product. So I think this strategy is a great strategy to utilize to actually get people down your system through your funnel to figure out exactly how invested they are into the actual niche or thing that you're offering them. So let's actually go through the parts of this. So this first section right here is the actual sales page. As you can see, you're selling the dream right here at the very beginning, which we always talk about. As I said before, we're going over. So now we're going to actually start with the sales page. Sales page, as you can see right here, sells the dream. You're telling people exactly what they're looking for, what the goal is based on what your product or service is, and you're letting them know what it is, what results they're going to get, and the actual cost. So you can put that right here in this section. The next section is the actual features, letting people know quick things about the product or service that will get them more interested and diving a little bit into it with the actual text that you're putting here. So it's very quick funnel, like very quick, selling the dream, telling people about features, because this is a low ticket offer. $10, $5, $20. They're actually purchasing right here. The next section of the funnel is the actual order form. So now they're just putting their information here, their payment right here, and then they're getting access to it via email, via whatever you set up on the back end to send it to them. And actually, when you do it, whenever here, you set up the automation to say, hey, when someone purchased this, automatically send them this email. And it's right here on the back end of the system, which is on this page. So order form, you set the automatic rule. So whenever someone sells, you send them the link to the actual product that they're actually purchasing. So that's what you do once the sale goes through. You can see right here, it says full setup, $150. So they can actually upsell into this on this page as well. They don't see that. That's where the actual bundle page comes in. So now you have that actual bundle page right here. And you can see you're not upselling them into a subscription-based model, a bigger package, or something that can actually generate you a little bit more money with this actual product. Once again, you're going through the features, you're going through those different things. You're telling people a little bit more about it. You can even insert a video into this section to talk to them. Once they click, yes, I want this actual thing right here, and they click that button, it actually automatically charges them for that particular product. And if they say no, they don't want it, it brings them to the thank you page. They say yes, they want it, then it actually upsells them and actually helps them purchase the actual thing that they purchased, which is right here. From this particular section, it goes straight to the thank you page. The thank you page is right here and pretty much gives them instructions for how to get their product. They're looking to buy something else, how to actually work the product, just any videos you want to help them set up to know exactly what it is that they're purchasing and just give them additional results from the previous upsell that you were trying to get them to do. So that way they might be interested in actually getting that particular product. So that is how this particular funnel works. Once again, you can schedule a strategy call with the team to figure out if this funnel will be a good fit for you. And it's always accessible in our absolutely free funnel factory. So if you need anything, have any questions, feel free to ask. So the next section, as you know, we're going to go over our question section and go through the questions that you guys had for us. So I'll pull those up. Here we go. So we'll get started. First question: how can I set up a sales funnel for my online course without confusing my audience? So I always believe that when you're actually setting up a funnel, it's super important to make sure that you're only marketing one thing. There's one conscious mindset in the funnel. You're not confusing people with a lot of things. There's a big difference between what a funnel is and what a website is. A website, you generally put all your services, all your offerings, all the things that you can provide on a website. A funnel is essentially just promoting one aspect of what you do. So remember, whenever you set the funnel up, it's supposed to be with one mindset, one thing that you're pushing out to the audience to let them know. You're letting them know what goals they can reach by purchasing that service or that product. And from there, you're actually using tension statements that let them know what things that people typically bring up that are typical issues that are resolved by your product or service. And then from there, you're giving them the button to actually say, hey, look, move forward, click this button now to get access to this service or this product. Keep it very simple. Keep it very sixth grade, seventh grade, eighth grade language when it comes to the copywriting aspect of what you're putting in your funnel. That way people will not get confused. They'll know exactly what you're talking about. They'll know the exact result they get from what you're selling them. And then from there, they'll move forward with the sale. So thanks so much for that question. I need a system to generate 3K daily in my e-commerce business. How do I do that? Okay, cool. So yeah, we actually have a course on this in our Blueprint on community. So feel free to join our Blueprint community. I think it's a great tool, a great asset to help people understand the process of actually attracting customers, marketing, and doing sales. Whereas the funnel, we set the funnel up and we promote the funnel. Actual sales and marketing is reviewed in our Blueprint community. So be sure to look at our Blueprint community, join, reach out to any one of our team members. They'll be more than willing to help you to know more about that. But just to answer a little bit about this, I think it's super important to let people know who you are, what you do, and first engage the people that you already know when it comes to this. So I think that letting the people around you know first what you're doing is the key to actually generating those particular sales with whatever product or service that you're particularly offering at that particular time. So letting the people around you know, hey, look, guys, I've been doing this grass cutting for some time. Or even with this one, this is an e-commerce business. So I still use grass cutting as the example. Hey, I've been cutting grass for some time. I noticed that a lot of people are having issues with weeds in between the time. So I'm selling weed killer online. And I would love to know if you would be interested in purchasing weed killer, or someone that would be interested in purchasing weed killer. Once you let the people know around you what you're offering and what you're selling, the next thing you want to do is actually tell them common questions or common things that people typically have, because they may not think they have weeds. They may not know the difference between regular grass and weed. So you can name some things that would identify, hey, I think I have weeds. So an example would be, is, in your flower bed, you have different plants that's growing that you didn't want to grow. You have thorns and things in your grass that might be injuring your pets and things. And so that way, now they're starting to process that. And then when they're talking to someone else that is explaining those things, you become an immediate solution. That's the first step in regards to making 3K. Just letting people know about your business, letting people know what you're doing and how you're doing it. The second, third, and fourth step is making content about it. The third step is making marketing posts such as ads and different things about it. And the fourth step is doing some cold outreach. If you want to know a little bit more about that, definitely join the Blueprint community or get the Blueprint package that's available in the Funnel Factory community. I think right now it's on sale, so you'll see it right there. So be free to click on it. We meet twice a week and we review the things, and I actually talk to you specifically about your business and how to scale your business. So thanks so much for that question. The next question that we have is, I'm not sure what lead magnets would attract clients to my online marketing agency. Can you suggest some effective ideas? Okay. So when it comes to online marketing, you're definitely trying to get people to want to use your services to market their business. That's key. I think that in this particular instance, when he talks about lead magnets, many people think about informational lead magnets. And informational lead magnets in 2024 is just not going to cut it, because informational lead magnets requires people to do more work. So I always believe that a lead magnet this year and moving forward should always be a tool that someone can use in order to start getting results based off of what you're offering. It doesn't have to be the whole kit and caboodle, the whole package, but it has to be something that they can implement and start to see results immediately. So for me, I always think about when it comes to a lead magnet for a marketing agency, I would give them maybe a package of ads that they can easily maneuver or recreate or put their actual branding in the actual ads. You can actually get that for free in the Funnel Factory. We have those. They're in our lead magnet section, and you can actually implement those as your lead magnets for your potential customers. That's why we do it. That's why they're there. So actually go into that lead magnet section and implement those and actually give those to your potential customers to be able to implement and use. I think that once they see that they can use those particular things, but they maybe don't want to do the execution of it, then they'll be more willing to actually use your service to do the whole shebang and get people to their business. And so that way they can do what they do best, which is selling product or services. So thank you so much for that question. Here we go. I'm confused about content length. Should I focus on short form or long form content from my blog to attract more customers? So I think that just when it comes to content, I think that it depends on where you're posting the content. So let's say, for example, if you're posting on YouTube, if you're posting on TikTok, if you're posting on Instagram, all those platforms are completely different. So I think that you want to post with the actual platform in mind. When it comes to YouTube, you got to understand that people go to YouTube for information and they're willing to stay at YouTube longer, which is important for you because you're trying to build trust in the community. You're trying to build some level of rapport with people who are interested in your services or product. I believe that YouTube should not be neglected by anybody when it comes to making content, because I think that the more you're able to inform people about your product or service, the more willing they'll be to actually purchase what you're doing. That's why making a piece of content that's 5 minutes long is essential when it comes to actually getting people to make transactions with you. So you can take, if we're talking about a blog, you can take that same blog and convert it over into a YouTube script and actually talk about what that blog post talks about in a YouTube video. Then when it comes to making it into shorts, I would take key points and key things that you say in that particular blog and make sure that you're able to make shorts from that. So you always want to use quick statements that attract people's minds, like gets them thinking, hey, yeah, I think that's a great idea. And then lead them to the YouTube page or lead them to purchasing your product or service from the short form. If your product is over 50 to 70 bucks, I probably would not be making short form in hopes that someone's going to actually purchase that product. I would probably be making short form to lead people to long form or lead people to a email newsletter or something. That way you can continually market to them, because it's very hard to get someone to make a transaction over $50 when they don't have any trust or rapport with you, your product, or your brand. So I think that's important to consider when figuring out should you do long form or short form. So thanks so much for that question. My sales pages aren't converting well. How can I write more compelling copy? Cool. Okay. So in the Funnel Factory, we have an actual copy template telling you how to write the copy. And so I want you to go into there, see what we have there, and make sure that you're able to implement that. It's very simple. The first step, the first section of the copy, you want to sell the dream. You want to let people know that you understand what their goal is and that your product and service is going to get them to that goal. From there, you want to give them a little bit more information about who you are and what you do, but not actually letting them know the technical aspects of your product or service. I think that's the biggest misnomer when it comes to sales pages. Selling the technical aspects. People are not buying technicalities. People are buying the goal. So always remember, you're selling the goal, not the process of getting to the goal. So the next steps of your sales copy, you want to have testimonials. You want to have people who've used your product or service and had success. If you don't have anyone who's used your product or services in the past, then you want to find people to try it for free and then get testimonials from them. Once you get testimonials from them, then implement those testimonials in the sales page. And I think that process of the sales page actually helps you build rapport in that little bit of short time that allows people to say, hey, I want to move forward with this actual transaction. But once again, go into the community, you'll see that we actually have a template for sales copy, and people have been using it. They've been having a lot of success. I think Sari's had success. I think she made like 24,000 last month. So definitely implement that and see if it can help you. Next question. My email sequences aren't getting results. What strategy should I use to nurture my leads effectively? So first of all, you got to identify what email sequence you want. We have a ton of email sequences in the Funnel Factory that you can use and implement. So I definitely want you to look at those and make sure that you are implementing the email templates that we're giving you. I think that, first of all, identify what you want people to do. So if you want people to join a webinar, all of your email sequences have to embody that. If you want people to purchase a product, all of your email sequences have to embody that. Whatever you're trying to get people to do, remember that you want your email sequences to embody that. So for this particular question, I think your email sequences should mimic what Gary Vee talks about, which is jab, jab, right hook. So jab, jab, hook is the concept of giving people value, then sales pitch, value, sales pitch. So let's say, for instance, you're in the nutrition field and you're trying to get people to buy a weight loss package, a weight loss program. Your emails, first two emails should be pure value emails and not selling. It should be, if you want more information, hop on a call with us. That's not selling. That's the action to hop on a call. So let's say people are trying to lose weight. You can say that first email can be like, thank you so much for signing up, for getting more information about our program. We love to hear more about you and what your goals are. The next email should be like, why proteins can help keep you satiated for a longer period of time. That email should be purely about proteins. And then the action item should be schedule a call with us. The next email should be why eating at a certain time can help you lose 10 pounds in the next month. That whole email should just be purely about that. And then the action should be schedule a call with us or talk to one of our representatives. The third email should then talk about what your offer is and what you're doing. So only until you get to the third email should it be purely about the offer. After that, the next two emails are going to be value again. So, hey, why exercising in a fasted state can help you accelerate your weight loss. The next email, hey, while having an accountability partner can help accelerate your goals. Then the next email will once again be a sales email. So always remember, I think no matter what you're selling, that's the best strategy to implement in an email sequence. So I hope that answers your question. If you have any more, feel free to scan the QR code and add more questions. Here we go. My website traffic is high, but my conversions are low. What might be the issue? So this is a great issue to have because you're actually getting people, whatever you're doing to get people to your actual page is working. That's great. That should not change. But maybe you should rearrange on your page what you're telling people once they get there. You can use what's called a hot area tracker to let you know. You can use what's called a hot area tracker to see where people are actually clicking on your page to see if you should rearrange things on your page to put different things in different areas. So an example, your offer may be at the bottom of the page, but people aren't scrolling down to the end of the page. That means you probably should move the offer or the sales button to the top of the page because you're not keeping people engaged enough to put it at the bottom. 9 times out of 10, when they clicked on whatever, if you ran an ad or you put a link in your bio or you did something, they kind of already agreed, hey, I want whatever this person is offering. So you probably should have that sales button at the beginning. I always try to have a sales button in multiple areas of my funnels because I think that you have to make it easy for people to make that transaction. So I think you should look at how your actual website or funnel is arranged and re-look at the structure and use a hot button. It's called a hot button tracker, and it can actually help you know where people are actually clicking on your website or page. And that should help you shift things around to get the sales you're looking for. If you need any help with that, my team can definitely help with that. We can definitely hop on a call and show you exactly how to do that. Here we go. My ad budget is limited. How can I maximize the impact of my paid campaign? So I think that accompanying a a paid campaign with organic content can be huge for you. So always make sure that when you're running the ads on Facebook that you are giving people additional information about you when they click on your page to know more about you. Because if you have a limited ad spend. Also, getting the people that you know to actually share your link or actually share your ad can be really big because Facebook knows people are interested in the ad and people are more willing to learn more about the ad. So I think that getting people to share the post would also be very huge as well. So go into your friend community and say, hey, share this, share this, share this. And I think that that'll be really big to get people to actually go to your actual ad and get sales at a minimal cost. How do I measure the success of my social media marketing efforts? I think I answered this question or a question like this similar to last week. I think that once again, you want to just make sure that you have a ton of content on your page so that way people can go and learn more and more about what you're doing. And I think that it only could be measured after a year of consistently making social media content that you can know if it's actually getting traction. You can also use websites such as Zapier to track how people are clicking on your ads. You can use different things to automatically respond to DMs or have people DM you and then automatically respond based on what you put in the actual content. I think that's a good strategy. But up until then, I would say have a ton of content before you actually ask people to have transactions. I think that's all of our questions, you guys. So once again, thank you for being a part of the Funnel Factory. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, schedule a strategy call with my team, and we'll be more than willing to answer any questions you have. That way you can have success in whatever you're doing. Until next time, have a great day.